The same day, Jesus went out of the house and sat by the seaside.
And great multitudes were gathered together unto him.
So that he went into a ship and sat.
And the whole multitude stood on the shore.
And he spoke many things to them in parables, saying,
Behold, a sower went forth to sow.
But as he looked for a place to sow, he cast his eyes upon the fowls of the air, who circled above him.
Surely,
said the man to himself,
these fowls are set amongst me, for if I happen to sow, they will descend and consume what I seed would endeavor to spread.
And so, convinced his efforts would be for nothing, he continued down his path.
By and by he came upon some ground where he might sow some seed.
But as he gazed upon the soil, his countenance grew sorely troubled.
Surely I should not sow here,
He complained.
for the soil is covered with stones. If I were to sow here, the seeds might spring up. But having no deepness of earth, they surely would be scorched by the sun and wither away.
So dwelling long upon his plight,
He resolved to conserve his seed until such soil could be found as to welcome it.
So by and by he came to another patch of soil, choked with thorns and thistles.
Surely,
Thought the man,
my master would not want me to sow here, for I would not want to waste his seed on such worthless soil.
and so once more he saved his precious seeds.
Lest any of them be wasted on unfruitful soil.
and by the day grew long, and the sun low in the sky.
And the sower returned from his journey, weary from the load he had of the seed that he had borne that day.
There he saw his master, who had portioned out the seed that same morning.
Why did you return here with your basket still full of seed?
Inquired the master.
Well,
Concluded the man,
though I searched high and low, I could find no soil worthy of your seed. So I have returned it here to your disposal to use it on yet another day.
No soil,
Persisted the master.
nothing at all?
No.
explained the man.
For my pathway found only soil covered with stones and thorns, with fowls waiting overhead to devour it.
The master looked hard and pondered for a season.
When I sent you out, did I ask you to judge the soil on which you should walk?
No, my lord, you did not.
Did I ask you to withhold seed from soil you did not like?
The man's countenance was heavy.
No, my lord, you did not.
You are right, for surely I asked you only to sow. For you are a simple sower. You cannot rightly see the good soil in the bad, and you must sow freely to find it.
But wouldn't it be wasted? How then will you succeed?
Verily, much seed will be wasted, but such things are not your concern. I have sufficient stock of seed to supply you each day. Fret not about my stores.
The man was downcast and troubled in spirit.
Surely I am not worthy to sow your seed, for I have failed you in this simple endeavor. Perhaps you should find another.
No,
Answered the master.
many have retired, but you are worthy to sow. Do not think your failure has rendered you worthless. Only do what I have commanded you, and you shall fare well.
So behold, again the sower went forth to sow.
And when he sowed, some seeds fell by the wayside.
And the fowls came and devoured them up.
Some fell upon stony places where they had not much earth,
And soon they sprung up because they had no deepness of earth.
And when the sun was up, they were scorched. And because they had no root, they withered away.
And some fell among thorns, and the thorns sprung up and choked them.
but other seed fell, amazingly enough, into good ground, and brought forth fruit, some 100-fold, some 30-fold, and some 60-fold.
He who has ears to hear, let him hear.